let's try that again. You'd think Mark Zuckerberg would have this sorted, wouldn't you? Come on, mate. Right, let's try guest reviews. Tom, how are you, mate? I'm trying to get Bianca on the phone, but for some reason we are no good. Phil, how are you, buddy? Trying to get, like I said, trying to get Bianca on. There we go. Send that one. Let me see if that'll work. Oh, God. Here he goes. I can see you, but I can't hear you. That's pretty annoying, actually. So if you can add you, yep, I already did that. Add you again. So, let's see.
Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, crap. Can you hear? I cannot hear you. This is so... I can't... Like...
Can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me now? There we go. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello? No? Yes? No? Okay, I got a love heart. That's awesome. I got a love heart.
I can hear you.
It doesn't
I can
mean
hear you.
Yeah,
I can hear you. I can hear you. Oh my
All
God.
right. Fantastic. We have...
Holy
That's great.
shit.
All right.
Technical difficulties.
Fucking else. Sorry, everyone, for wasting the first 120 seconds of their life.
I know,
they're
right?
never going to get back.
Sorry, guys. We're just going to... By the way, I just want to show you the view. Isn't this amazing?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Melbourne.
That's so... Now I wish I wasn't driving my car.
So tell me.
That's
right?
amazing.
It's pretty cool space.
I'm one of the best salespeople that I know, and I cannot get my wife to Melbourne, which is
Get her
so
to Melbourne.
Annoying.
Come and visit.
So
I'll
annoying.
take you to like the best restaurants in town. So tell me, we're gonna finish. What we're gonna finish off?
Yes.
What are we going to talk about?
Whew. Entrepreneurship. So what's it all about? In my last one, I said, is it actually for you? Because a lot of people, I guess these days everyone wants to be their own boss. They want to make a ton of money. They want to run from a laptop in Bali, which Adrian, I think, is already online. He's over there, that's great.
Cool. Yeah.
And, I think sometimes you need to understand where you feel more connected to. At the moment, I'm kind of shutting down my location in Adelaide, working from home, and home is not a place where I can work from. I found out I'm not the sort of person that can wake up in the morning and go downstairs and there's bloody not Porky Pig. What is it?
Are you talking about Babe?
Not the
Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig. My kids are watching it.
Yeah.
Then they want something to eat. Then you're trying to do some work. So unless you have a home office, that doesn't work. So entrepreneurship, what's it all about? So,
I think just to kind of whoever's watching and whoever's going to watch this video, Jules and I had a conversation in the car, and then I think it cut out. We had technical difficulties with what was happening. Basically we were talking about entrepreneurship, what's it all about, the struggles that we've come across in our journey being an entrepreneur, having businesses, having failed in businesses, and have had huge successes as well. So I think we wanted to touch on what it's all about. Is entrepreneurship for you? And in most cases, it's probably not. It's not an easy gig.
Probably not.
You know, and
Probably
and
not.
people
No.
always tag this.
I'll tell you what would have been easier to work through the corporate. Yeah, probably would have been easier the last 10 years, especially would have been probably to work my way up in the corporate world. I'd probably be making, you know, maybe, I don't know, but I actually had a meeting with an ex-CEO of a AFL football team, and he goes, "How much money do you want to make?" And you know, 36 years old, and I said, "Oh, you know, a couple of $100,000 would be good." And he goes, "No, what would you really like to make?" I said, "Honestly, $300,000 would be you know, in the hand. After expenses would be pretty good cash." He goes, "Like, you're just not going to get that in the corporate world." I was like,
You're
"See,
not,
that's why I'd be stuck at 150. Even doing a bit of an exercise now is I've been applying for jobs, and because I haven't had a resume since I've been 18 years old. So I wrote a resume and I've put in about 25 jobs.
Yeah.
We've spoken about this, obviously. And they're not massive jobs. They're 100, 150 grand a year, 140, you know, package. So to me, it's like, okay, that covers some bills and a few other things, but that's literally about it. We're not really thriving in life. And I haven't even got a fucking call back.
That's
Actually,
so
I went for
funny.
one the other day. And crazy, right?
Shit.
I was like, wow, not even
you know
a
what?
fucking call.
You're overqualified.
So
that's what it is. You've got too much experience, and they're scared.
You know, all these, but that's pretty. Well, actually, I think the guy that I went for, it was a building company, residential building company, and went for the second round. And I literally said, you know, how long are you going to stay in your job? Because your job is actually the one that I went for originally. And he's like, and I think he actually got kind of scared that potentially I was going to take a job. But all these companies that I speak to and be in recruitment, and I'm sure you're the same, that they're crying out for amazing talent. And then when one comes through the door, they're like, "Oh, I think he's over." It's fucking crazy.
And it's not the recruitment, Julian. It's not. It's the client. They just don't want somebody. Yeah, they don't want somebody too overqualified because they feel scared or threatened that you will take their job, or you will take their clients and go and start your own thing. Yeah, and I think that's quite. No,
I never thought of that one.
But it's true. These things, and I think this is.
This is a good idea. I reckon I can make more money. I can model this business and do it myself.
And look, and I think even for you as an entrepreneur and an owner, when you're hiring people, that's going across your mind as well. Like for me, I know it is. Like if I see somebody a gun, I'm like, yes, I want him on my team, but he's a risk because he can most likely take my business from me, you know? And I think that's well, that's what they do in sales, man. You know, salespeople, it's like their own business in a business. That's how I see it. And once they see an opportunity, majority of the times they're in 360, you know, BDM desk. So they're pretty much doing everything. They're bringing in the leads, they're selling the solution or the service or the product, and they're doing pretty much everything. So why can't they just go out on their own as a contractor and do it on their own, external. You know? And I think that's the struggle with your resume.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what? He's too qualified. He's for sure going to take our business. So,
yeah. Never thought of that.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Oh, well, I guess it's a positive in disguise. But literally just, I mean, I don't know if I could ever work for someone else because I'm kind of used to, you know, like I said, I haven't had a boss outside my own for, you know, more than 10 years. So it'd be weird for me to, you know, or like having KPIs to hit or blah, 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 or I was like, fuck. And then the culture of this business, I was like, this is, you know, and I was, you know, about to, you know, join be the business manager or the business consultant for a major recruitment company in here in Adelaide, and didn't get it. And I'm probably grateful that I didn't get it because the management there was like a
culture.
You know, you'd offer ideas, and they it was just an old school 1985 culture that was 100%. A top down approach. And they literally said to me, to get performance, for someone to be motivated in our company, they need to perform, and when they perform, they'll be motivated. I was like, yeah, how's that going for you?
So,
I literally said that. I was like, how's that going for you? Because obviously you asked me here for a reason. So obviously you think your business can be
Obviously
doing better,
not.
but yeah, the top-down approach in old school business management was
So
great.
tell
It was
me a
crazy.
question. What, like, and obviously I can answer the question as well.
Mhm.
What's the biggest struggle? And
Yeah.
be honest, what is the biggest struggle you've come across in entrepreneurship? Like, what is the number one? And I think going back to that just quickly, it's on my head right now. Do you think everybody can be an entrepreneur, or are you born an entrepreneur? Like,
No.
what's the answer to that? And I think I've asked a few people this, and everybody has a different answer. Are you born? It's like, are you born gay,
No.
or did you change to become? You know what I mean? It's like, it's the same question.
Yeah,
Were you
I'm not
born an entrepreneur, or
Yeah.
can you be taught to
Not
become an
sure.
entrepreneur?
I literally was going through some footage, putting some videos together, and we did a debate in Melbourne RMIT with
Yeah.
Andrew Morello and a few other amazing people. And basically, can entrepreneurship be taught? I think you can learn the skills, i.e. running a business is a skill, learning sales is a skill, being great at finances is a skill, recruitment is a skill. I don't think it will teach you, or you need to have what they call soft skills, which I don't know why they're called soft skills: resilience, perseverance, a bit of crazy, you know, a bit of fuck it, let's just go. And if we're ready, you know, it's that sink or swim mentality, and we don't drown. So, you know, it has to do with your childhood. It can be environmental. I think there could be some environmental, you know, I saw my parents, you know, struggle a lot. So the drive for money for me is
100%.
very, very high
Yeah.
to be a good provider for my family, you know. So, but then you've got other people that have a great environment, have everything they need, and they still can take that to the next level, or vice versa. So,
like Kylie Jenner, like
the
Kylie
old
Jenner,
adage,
for
you know,
example.
your
Everybody
parent-
had like the controversy. Like she was made,
Yep.
you know, money. She had her mom. She already had like a wealthy family, but no, she was born with money. She had money, but she made it to another level, to $1 billion. She was only a
even
millionaire.
better, you know.
Exactly.
Packers the same. Any succession businesses, the Packers, Murdochs, anyone that takes that second generation business forward and even grows it even further. To me, that's a real credit, because they didn't
100%.
need to do that. Do you know what I mean? I think you're born with something, but I don't know if, you know, there's you know, social media is really cool these days. That can be very much a negative, but we'll talk about the positives out of it. You can see some amazing, cool young people doing some really cool shit. You know, like,
see it everywhere.
You know, 14, 15-year-olds. Caleb Maddox, 16 years old, you're like,
I know, right?
Now, obviously, a lot of that stuff is learned, and a lot of that stuff is, you know, verbatim and you know, vocalize what he's been learned. But the mindset has been shaped and formed in such a way that that's just who he is, right? So, yeah, I think, you know, the example that comes to my mind is the marshmallow in Spain. They did a test of the marshmallows. Have you seen that one?
What do they do?
So they put a marshmallow in front of 5-year-olds, and they basically said, if you don't eat the marshmallow in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we'll give you another marshmallow. So basically teaching them how to not have that instant gratification. I think we should put that in every school these days, I reckon. That's a great test, you know. And the ones that didn't take it and got the second one, they did a test 20 years later or 25 years later, another study when they're 30 years old, and those ones were more successful than the ones that ate it straight up.
I've never heard of that. I need to Google that shit.
Interesting. Yeah, it's really cool.
Interesting.
That was really cool. And some people are trying to touch it and the tongue, and then the temptation just gets too much, and they're like, you know, like some stuff, you know, they just touch it and then they sniff it and then they put it in their tongue, not to eat it, just, you know, and then it's all over.
I think it's,
what do you think?
I agree with whoever. I don't know who commented. Someone wrote something. It's a childhood. I don't know who that was. Sorry, I didn't get the name, but I agree.
Billy, my PT.
Billy.
Best gym in Adelaide.
Yeah, I'll go.
Gym PT.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with Billy.
Yeah.
I believe that it definitely comes from birth. I don't believe it can be taught. You can't teach somebody character. You can't teach somebody drive. You can't teach somebody to be motivated. And you definitely cannot teach somebody to be hungry. Like, it just cannot be taught. As much as people say they want to do this and I want to do that and I want to be here and I want to, but it's like, can you actually do it? Are you willing to take 10 steps back, live in a shitty life, eat baked beans, live on a shitty salary for 3 years, literally eat shit to become, you know, where you really want to be? Most
potentially,
people,
not guaranteed,
exactly,
right?
and most people don't want to take that risk. It's safety. Like they all want a safety net. Like the you know, in debt, like what I call it, people in debt, like mortgage, car, the nice things, but really they're not buying that with their own cash. They're buying it with the bank's money or borrowed money from family, just to look the picture, to look the part. But in reality, they're in debt. You know, and I think that is creating a safety net, and I think that's why most people won't take the step to entrepreneurship. Or, you know, you get people that say they want to do shit, but they're entrepreneurs. You know, they want to do things, but they won't do it, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The ideas. There's trillions of dollars of great ideas are in the grave and no one pulled the trigger.
Yeah, it's like,
right? So,
yeah.
You know, ideas is one thing, but execution is way more important.
And it's so funny, you know, when you talk about like ideas that have come up, like Uber, people are like, you know, the same, even Gary Vee said it, like, you know, when Uber happened and, you know, Ola happened, they're like, oh my God, I had that idea like 10 years ago or 5 years ago. And I'm like, yeah, but you didn't fucking do anything with it. So, you know what I mean?
That's great. I had an idea for 24-hour gyms about 15 years ago, and everyone's, that's a shit idea.
But the thing is, it's about execution.
You
you know, it's like you said, you just got to do it. You got to take action. Take action. And everything will fall into place. And if it doesn't, then try again. You know?
I think, it's the ability to go that one step further, you know, Jamie. Psychological and scientifically, it can be taught, though. Yep, okay. Cognitively understood, but entrepreneurship is not here. It's
passion.
And it's deeper than that. It's that can you, you know, they say, what is it? Fall down 7, get it back 8, but you can't get back up 8.
I know.
Work it out. You get it back up 7, right? Get back up 8, you're already up once, right? So cognitively, wow,
I have one. Do you want one?
Shit. It can be taught. Thank you. Just Bluetooth that one to me. It can be taught, definitely, but there's lots of people. Okay, put it this way: a lot of psychologists or people that are doing psychology are more fucked in the head than I've ever met in my whole life. Way more.
True, because they get fed with a lot of.
So they've been taught how to do this stuff, but they're more fucked than probably some of all the groups that I've seen. Anyone that does psychology is more fucked in the head than I've ever met than the normal.
It's far
people,
from the norm,
whatever,
right?
Whatever normal. So, whatever normal is these days.
It's good to be not normal.
It's
good to be not normal.
And also, normal is depressed these days, right? Normal is overweight, obese. That's 51%. So that's normal. 20% of the population have depression, anxiety. 80% will suffer it in some. That's kind of becoming a lot more normal. 10% of the population are on antidepressants and still depressed. So anyway, different story. So that's normal. So fuck that shit. You know what I mean?
But
like,
you know, and just quickly to like just put it out there, it all also comes down to who you surround yourself with. And I know that's really like cliche. Everyone's like, oh, like, of course. But it's so true. Like if you surround yourself with millionaires, you will become a millionaire. If you surround yourself with billionaires, you will become a billionaire. And I think you always need to be innovative and think a step ahead, and just don't worry about what other people think. Just do you know. At the end of the day, no one really cares about you. It's the truth, but no one really cares about your life, what you're doing. No one actually gives a shit. Like if you die today, people will be sad for like one day, and then they'll get over it and they'll move on with their lives and they'll keep doing what they're doing, you know? And that's life. So just do you. You're going to make mistakes and just keep doing it.
Yeah, that's right. I think that the main difference, you know, entrepreneurship, I actually don't even like using that word.
I know. It's so exaggerated.
You know, I just find it.
Like the
I just find it so
Instagram, like
annoying that all these people are
entrepreneurship,
entrepreneurs.
innovator.
Oh, stop! Just
About to
stop!
start
Fuck
the
me!
next
Stop!
best app.
Like, just
Or
come
what about the
on, man,
20-year-old
mate. Oh, the
motivators?
amount of Uber drivers that have their next best app.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
stop! Like, to me, an entrepreneur is Elon Musk, PayPal, SpaceX, Solar City, Tesla.
Yeah.
That's an
Because they're
entrepreneur,
innovative.
right? And I'm not talking about, yeah, but they're ahead of the curve. They've executed. They've actually
Yeah.
done something with that. You can't.
I know.
Just
And
stop.
yeah.
Like, you can't compare. If you're a hairdresser, and this is not being disrespectful, I wouldn't even call myself an entrepreneur. Like, until I've got 9 figures in the bank, maybe then. I've just got a couple of businesses, or set up a couple of businesses. We've done well, better than anyone thought they would have done at school. That's for sure. But who gives a fuck? There's so many more people that are doing way more. And also the problem is success is not a metric value in the sense of a financial, number in your bank, because everyone's different. Some people is 20 million, that'd be enough. Some people at 60,000. If they, some people would, if they retired on $60,000 a year, that'd be more money than they ever need. They'd be happier than that. So, do you know what I mean? 60 grand a year for some of us is like, shit, can't even pay my car, right? So, like, it's not going to give some of us anything, but for some people, it's the world. So, this numerical value of just writing a book at the moment, Forging Excalibur, we lost her. There we go. Let's try that again. There we go. I'm just talking to myself. That happens a lot, actually. For those that are still, I'll try and get it back. Bloody hell. So Forging Excalibur, and it's all about the masculine and how males find it so difficult to really get on side with what success actually is. So I'll try and get her back, because that was there we go, beauty, awesome. There we go. Can't bring on a camera. Fucking hell. How annoying is that? Maybe it's me. If you guys got any comments, I would love to hear what you guys think about entrepreneurship, running a business, all those sort of things. It'd be really cool to see what you guys think. So, there we go.
Sorry, guys. I had a phone call come in.
Right.
Sorry, I had a phone call come in, and then it just totally effed up the screen.
We're getting used to this live situation. I said before, a mate of mine is just writing a book, or it's launching a book very, very soon, Forging Excalibur, and it's all about how males, or that masculine energy, find success, and the sort of dangers in the numerical value for success. You know what I mean? So it can be very, very dangerous to have a numerical success value number when you're talking about success. So, are you still there? Maybe it's me. There we go. I can see it. Maybe I'm going through the outskirts of industrial Adelaide, and it could potentially be me. I feel like a taxi driver, actually. There we go. Boom. Boom, boom. There we go. Beauty.
Sorry, guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. My phone
you're
is
killing my
calling.
certainty here.
I know. I'm so sorry. But anyway, let's wrap it up. Anyway, so.
Yeah. So for yourself, can it be taught? What are your thoughts?
I said no. It can't. No. It can't be. No, you've either got it or you don't.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, there's no. You can't. And I think entrepreneurship is 20% in anything in success is 20% talent.
Yeah.
And then 80% hard work. And to be a hard worker, you need to be hungry, motivated, driven. And most people, that can't be taught. So
it's so much deeper than that. It's literally when you're about to give up, and most people do. The entrepreneurs are the ones that can just find a little bit more to, like, I'd use this example a lot. So right now, squeeze your hand. If you've got nails, I do apologize for this. So squeeze your hand as hard as you can. Now squeeze it a little bit more. And for the third time, squeeze it hard again. Let go. Right? So you had 2 more squeezes, right? But I told you to squeeze it hard as, and that was, if I had asked you, is that as hard as you can do it? You probably would have said, yep, that's it, Jules. That's as hard as I can do it. And then we find 2 more. That's the difference between entrepreneurs that make it
100%.
Entrepreneurs that give up.
That's so good. I'm going to use that.
Like that one? There you go.
I like that one. Good one.
And
but yeah, it's true. You can't teach character or drive or hunger.
You can create it. I was talking to Mum the other day. She's like, oh, it's character building. I'm like, fuck, I'm 36 years old. Surely my character's, And then she actually said to me, she goes, what did she say? Something about you must have a lot of character, because people say, oh, what a character.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck.
But
to me, it's the extra bit that you don't feel you've got, and you're like, I just don't think I can get up one more day. And somehow, for some reason, I call it naively optimistic. That's a great trait to have if you're a business entrepreneur. It's that little bit of extra squeeze that somehow you find from God knows where. That's the difference between making it and not. That's it.
Yeah, 100%.
And then when you think that day can't get any worse, and it's not, and you just can't see light from the, out the tunnel, and you find a little bit more and a little bit more, and you just keep going, and then all of a sudden, when that positive momentum comes around, and we literally, I've been through this several times myself. And you're like, man, it's so dark in this tunnel. Not only can I not see anything, I can't even see a light. I don't even know which way I'm going. You just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. And then shit starts to happen, and you're like, oh, thank you.
I know.
There it is. But it could,
I needed
we
that.
could be talking, why didn't I have just a glimmer of hope somewhere else? And it's like, that's what makes you worth, the number that you think you're going to be worth later on down the track. Because if you couldn't get through that, I believe that you're not worth it on the other side. So that's
100%. I couldn't agree more, Jules. I couldn't agree more. But always a pleasure to talk to you.
You too.
And always,
maybe we need to find the right internet connection that is a bit more stable.
No. No. It wasn't the internet everyone. This time. I know, right?
One day so we'll hopeless.
It's so, I know. It's so, the weather is so shit here in Melbourne today.
Really? Oh,
like, I swear. Can I turn this camera around? How can I do that?
Do it.
Yes, I can. Like, look at the weather. So crap.
Yeah, that's Melbourne.
Like, it's gloomy as F. But I totally agree.
So,
I totally agree.
To everyone out there that's watching, and we'll finish on that. Just when you think you're about to give up, just try and push a little bit more. And when you think you can't do it anymore, just try a little bit more. That's it. Just try.
And just keep trying, because the failures will make you keep winning and keep learning from your mistakes.
Makes you better. So that's it. And then you have great stories, and those stories inspire others, and that's what makes the whole, business worthwhile. So
no,
that's it.
I'm gonna go to cool. All right. Well,
all right. Always a pleasure.
And I'll speak to you when I speak to you. But always a pleasure. Thanks, Jules. Enjoy your gym session.
Thank you. Well, it's not too bad. I just got to go get some food first.
Oh, okay.
Done.
All right, mate. All right. Bye.
See ya. Bye.